So hello, I'm Lucas. So I think today I got a copy from the IB document teams about the Math 2023 November time zone 0 SL center level paper 1. So this will be my walkthrough of the whole paper, and since it doesn't have marks attached to it because it hasn't out yet, so therefore this will be a blind approach. So this will be my suggested answer. Okay, so probably it'll be wrong, so please also tell me in the comment section below. Okay, thank you. So 18 marks, and total I think you need 1.5 hours. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so for the first question, section A, this is I think it's a cosine problem, right? Okay, so they gave you a cosine curve down below, and a diagram shows a part of it. Write down A. So remember A is the amplitude. So the formula is given by max minus min over 2. Okay, so basically the distance from the top to the bottom and then divided by 2. So I think the max is 5 minus the min, which is minus 5, divided by 2. So basically just 5 at the end. So that's the first mark here. So write down pure F. So it's in radian, so we need to be careful. So first, I think we need to find what is the x value such that for one oscillation of the cosine curve, which is here all the way to here, right? So this is where the cosine curve actually repeats itself. So the distance of this is just pi. Okay, so that's part B1 here. Hence, find the value of B. So B would be your horizontal stretch. So therefore, the formula for that would be 2 pi over B equals to the period. So probably remember this. So the period is pi, so this is actually pi. So 2 pi over B. So B would be simply just 2 pi over pi. Hence, the answer would be just 2 here. Okay, so that's done. Find the value of f of pi over 6. So can read off the graph. So pi over 6, I think it's somewhere around here, right? Oh, I don't think I'm going to read off from the graph. So probably I just substitute all of the numbers in. So fx equals a. So a would be 5 cosine 2x, right? Yeah, 2x. So if I want to find that, then I think it's simple. Just plug that in. Pi over 6 times 2, which is pi over 3. So this is basically 60 degrees. So cosine 60 degrees. So if you remember like the 1, 2, root 3 triangle, this is 60, right? And this is 30. So cosine of pi over 3 basically is just 1 over 2. So 5 times that, so 5 times 1/2. Basically, I think just 5 over 2. Okay. Which is like 2.5 something. I think I'll let the graph, I think, similar, right? Somewhere right here, probably. Yeah, somewhere similar. So I think that's part C. So part question 2, I think it's a topic 2 question here. Okay, I think it's about functions. So part A, consider a function f of x minus 3, which is a straight line, and gx equals to a quadratic here, where x is a constant. Write down the expression for g of f. So g of f, I think we're just compositing function. So start from the outside function, the g. Whenever you see x, put the whole fx in it. So, okay, I see an x here, so I put the whole fx inside. Like this, plus k squared. And then I think we'll just expand it all out. So I think that's basically it, right? Yeah. Okay, part B. Given that g of f of 2 equals to 10 find the possible value of k. So g of f of 2. So let's find that first. I think I have g of x in here, so we'll just plug in 2 inside. Okay, and this equals to 10, given in the formula here. So 4 minus 12 plus 9, k squared is 10. So we're going to do them one by one. So 4 plus 9, it's 13. 13 minus 1, right? And k squared equals to 9. So k would be plus or minus 3. And I think possible values, right? So make sure to also pick up the grammar here. Okay, I think that's perfect. I think it's a simple question here. Okay, so question 2 done. Question 3 is a probability question. So if an A and B such that PA equals to 6.65%, PB is 75%. So they give you this, and then they give you intercept as well. So I find A or B. So in the form booklet, I hope you remember there's actually a form booklet that dedicates this here. So PA plus PB minus PA and B here. Okay, so we just plug in, and I think we have the answers here. PA 0.65 plus 0.75 minus 0.6. Okay, so I think the hardest part is actually computing the decimals here. So we do the easiest first, which is 0.65 minus this, which is like what, 0.05, right? And then add it to that. So I think we got 0.8 at the end. Okay, 0.8. Hence or otherwise, find A prime and B prime. Okay, so we're going to use a Venn diagram to actually look at the question here. So imagine this A and this B. Okay, so this is A, this is B. So actually with everything now, so the middle part is 0.6. So A here actually is 0.05. And then here is actually just 0.15, right? And then just to make sure when I add together it should be 0.8. So this plus this is 0.2. Yeah, so 0.8 altogether. So basically we check part A here. So this must be correct. And then A prime and B prime. So A prime and B prime. So basically the outside, right? So inside 0.8, I think outside is 0.2 because 1 minus the thing inside, which is the thing that you got outside here. So I think that's basically it. Okay, I think this is a series sequence question, which is like topic 1. Okay, topic 1. So sum of the first nth term array sequence given by sum of n. Okay, so they give you the sum of nth term this time. Given that sum of 4 and sum of 5 is that, find the p value and the value of q. 5 marks. So I think it's like a simultaneous equation, right? So you've got 2 unknowns and you got 2 info. So I think it's obvious. So I think I just plug in. So p 4, so basically 4 squared minus q n. So n is 4 here. And this equals to 14. Okay, so I think it's like 16p minus 4q. So 14. And to make my life a little bit easier, I'll probably just divide 4 to all of the members here. Okay, yeah, I think this is our first equation here. Probably maybe you can use elimination later. So sum of 5, let's also find that. Q goes to 65. So I think this is the 25 minus 5q equals 65. And I'll divide every single member by 5. So there's like 5p minus q to what, this is 13, right? Is it? Yeah, 13. Okay, so this is our equation 2. Okay, so I think we're just solving this simultaneously. So probably we'll just do equation 1 minus equation 2. Okay, so 4 minus 5p will be like negative p, right? Minus q minus q, basically negative q plus q, so no more. And this is like 10 minus 13, which is minus 3, and p will be 3 at the end. And then q, I think we can find q by substituting into the first equation. So 7 minus q equals 10. So I think q will be minus 3. Okay. So these are my 2 answers here. Okay, so I think I'm like speed running it. So if I'm wrong, just write it down in the comment section in case I screw this up. Okay, so and then find the value of u5. So u5, remember actually u5 we can write them like this as like sum of first 5 terms minus the sum of first 4 terms here. Okay, so I think we have both informations here because S of 5 actually means u1 plus u2 plus all the way to u5, and sum of 4 means u1 plus u2 plus all the way to u4, right? And then when we combine them. So basically this and this got cancelled out, this and this got cancelled out, the rest of the thing here can cancel out this, and so the only thing you got is U5. So S5 minus S4, so I think we have that in the question itself. 14. So I think that's basically it, right? 25. Okay, 65 minus 40. Okay, I think that's basically it. Okay. Pretty straightforward in my opinion. Okay, so I think we have a topic 3 here. Geometry. So I think it's like sine, cosine, tangent law, right? I mean sine, cosine law. So find the area of ABC. BAC is 1 cosine, this is 1/5. Okay. So here we'll just use the formula. So basically area of a triangle, 1/2 AB sine C, or BC sine A, whatever. AB sine C, I use this a little bit more. Okay. But actually you can like swap the thing a bit. So this is from the formula booklet, so we'll try to apply here. So basically, just take a angle that you got, so and then take the two sides beside. This is what called included angle. And then 1/2 multiply the two sides together, and then sine this angle. Okay, so sine BAC. Okay, so here we'll just group these numbers up a bit. So 10 and 2, I think it's just 5, right? With 6 and then sine BAC. Okay, so make sure, be careful, there's actually cosine. So cosine BAC actually equals to 1/5 here. So the way we do this actually, it's pretty simple, change sine to cosine. So draw a right angle triangle out, so probably just let us theta. So theta just let BAC, okay? So cosine, this angle equals to 1/5. So cosine, remember, SOHCAHTOA is CAH, right? So this is the A, and this is the H. So A would be in here, and H would be here, okay? And then I want to find the sine. So sine would be SOH. So we need to find the O. So the way we do it is using Pythagoras here. So let this be H. So 1 squared plus H squared equals to 5 squared. So I think H squared equals to, what, 24, right? So H equals to root 24. So again, we just take the positive side. We cannot have negative number here. So sine of that basically is, what's that? So sine BAC, so simply like signing this, right? So H over 5, which we got, H is 24, root 24 over 5 here. Okay, so this is 5, sorry. And then we just cancel the 5 here, so I hope that's pretty nice. And then root 6 times root 24. Okay, so what is 24 times 6? So I think it's a nice number, right? Is it really like this? 2, 6, 12. Yeah, so root 144. And if you know your, timetable well, you know this stuff just fall. Okay, so if I got this nice answer, I think I'm like 99% correct. Okay, so I think that's basically it. Okay, so this is a trick for changing cosine to sine. Okay, if you given this as your info here, you use a right angle triangle to help you. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Okay, so this last question is, oh, it's very short. Okay, so binomial expansion. So we are given this here, and oh my god, it's not on Cal as well. So binomial expansion of this is given by 1 plus this, so they help you expand it here. So just like some exam skills, so remember they give you this, right? I think we're gonna use this to help you. And n is a positive, and your k is a rational number. So basically mean it's a fraction, okay? So at the end we should find out it's a fraction here, not some like ugly square root. So I think we have how many unknowns here? We have 2 unknowns. So one of them is k, one of them is n. So 2 unknowns, we need 2 equations. So I think we have 2 equations here. Okay, so let's 6 marks. So let's try. So this is n choose 0, the first term, right? This is n choose 1. And this is n choose 2. And the final one here is n choose n. But n choose n and n choose 0, basically, it's kind of obvious. So when you expand it, of course, it will be like this for like head and tail. So 12 and 28 k-squared is something that we actually need. So let's do that first. So n choose 1. So if we use the binomial formula from the form booklet, we've got something that looks like this. This is what I like to call the extraction formula. Okay, so first term, power of n minus 1. So n minus 1 because of these two here. Okay, it's just the top minus the bottom. And then the second part, just power to the bottom, which is 1. So n choose 1, you should know it by hand, like whatever, like 2 choose 1 is 2, and then like, I don't know, 10 choose 1 is still 10. So n choose 1 actually just n here, okay? 1 to power of what? 1 to power of whatever number is still 1, as long as it's not power to infinity. And then kx, okay? So this actually equals to 12x over here. So I think we have a first equation here, which is nkx equals to 12x. So I think when we cancel the x, we just got what nk is 12. Okay, so this is our first equation. Okay, second equation, I think we're going to use the 28k squared over here to help us. So n choose 2. Oh shit, sorry. This should not be equal. N choose 2, and the same thing, 1 n minus 2. Okay, so kx are here, power of 2. Okay, and then this, and then probably just expand this out. So actually one trick here, it's actually using the official combination definition from the formula booklet. So anything that can be written like this can also be written like that. Okay, so top minus the bottom. This is from the formula booklet itself. So the top factorial, so basically here, the top factorial over the bottom factorial, and then top minus the bottom factorial to get this. Okay, so actually it is pretty easy to memorize. So let me try to write this like this. N minus 2 factorial. And the 1 to the power was still the same thing, and then the thing here would be k squared x squared. Remember in the tz law, distribute that inside, okay? And this equals to what, 28, right? 28 k squared. Okay, so we got this here. So I think both sides got x squared, so we just gone. And then both of them got k squared as well. So assuming k is not 0, of course. I didn't tell you that. It's a rational number, right? Let's hope for the best. So actually at the end, we just need to solve this equation here. So remember one thing is that factorial can be written like this. So n factorial actually equals to n times n minus 1 factorial. Or you can write this as n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial. So we can keep on descending it until a point of cancellation. So until a point such that like the numerator on top is the same as the thing at the bottom, so you can cancel it. So the way we do it is as follows. So n factorial, write it as n minus 1, n minus 2 factorial. And now I'll stop here. Over, so 2 factorial is 2, and then I just copy this here. And this equals to 28. Here, you can see, actually, both of them are the same, so we can just cancel it here. So at the end, I think we got a quadrant here. So n squared minus n. And then 28 times 2, I think that's like 56, right? And then we'll just move them to one side. And I think it's a quadrant here. So I just factorize this out. I think it's like 8 and 7, right? Okay, 8 and 7. So n and 8, 7. So use whatever way you've learned for quadrant. So use the one that you're actually comfortable in. So n minus 8, n plus 7. Okay, so I think we have two answers, so it equals 0. So n equals to 8, or n equals to negative 7. So I think negative 7 would not be possible because this n needs to be a positive integer, so we reject this one here. Okay, so n equals to 8 will be our answer for our n. And then we need to find k as well, right? So I think I'll just put it into this equation here. Okay, don't forget we have this equation to work with. nk is 12, so 8k equals 12. So k equals 12 over 8. Hence, if we divide top and bottom by 4, you got 3 over 2. Which is the question requirement itself. This actually is a rational number. Okay? So I think that's basically for section A here. So later I'm going to do section B as well, and then I'll upload it separately. Okay? So the link of this paper, I think I'll also put it in the link below, so you can try and then go through this, go through the question with me as well to see whether we have some like where I did make some mistakes, or like any suggestion that you can make, suggest to my answer, suggest the answer here. Okay, so thank you. I'll see you in the next video.